personality. What is personality? The combination of characteristics or qualities that form an individual's distinctive character. This really interests me, this bit, an individual's distinctive character. So let's say then a brand's distinctive character. I read an article that said in this busy world of marketing where there's so much competition, and because the internet's broken down barriers and that we can shop internationally, it's easier to deal with businesses in a wider reach, sometimes the only unique selling point you've got is your distinctive character, is your brand's personality that will set you aside from one tourism business, for example, from another, from one destination to another. Another definition says the characteristic patterns of thoughts, feelings and behaviours, so how does your brand behave, that make a person unique. So it's this distinctive character, uniqueness again, and it remains fairly consistent throughout the life. That's easier for us as human beings as well. We need things to be fairly consistent. We need easy to remember names. We need imagery that's easy to recognise, products that are easy to recognise, because our brains are working at such a fast pace and we've got so much content coming at us now through mobile devices that we need it to be consistent. If you're inconsistent, I can't remember what you do, I can't remember what you say or what you stand for, my brain's just going to dump that information. Perhaps more relatable is a brand communicates with the outside world. How a brand communicates with the outside world is expressed through its tone of voice, its design and copywriting. So Coca-Cola's happy and playful persona is expressed through its bold colour choices, scripted font and brand messaging that centres on having a great time with friends and family. Now I've got other examples of that, I'm not going to get into that tonight, but with the Lennox family we talked a bit more about that. Coca-Cola's mantra has always been about buying someone a Coke. I'm not going to sing, but there is an advert from 1971, I'd like to buy the world a Coke. It didn't say go to Walmart and buy Coke, like they let other people do that. They ran a campaign in 2014, it was called Share a Coke, and it had names on the bottle. And the adverts are generally, the premise of the advert is, it's Christmas time, it's holiday time, you should get some Coke in because your friends are coming. And Pringle Crisps copied that as well. Right, so they've stayed consistent, they've stayed true from the advert in 1971 right up until now. Coca-Cola behave in the same way. So, how am I going to convince you? Why do you need to do this exercise tonight? Why do you need a brand personality for your business? So we talked about it being that's how human beings relate to one another, but also this is one of the key marketing mediums that we're all using now, because there's 2.27 billion people on Facebook. Instagram is the fastest growing platform. In the last 5 years, it's grown from 300 million to over 1 billion active monthly users. And hence, marketing has become a relationship. So before the internet really took off and we had social media, marketing was broadcast messages, flyers, radio, TV. You can speak back to the television. Right? You could get a flyer and then, well, some people, right, if you're Victor Meldrew, you make a flyer and then go and get company's address and write back your dislike of the flyer. But on average, we couldn't speak back to a business. And now when you go to a Facebook page and click message, we can tag them in a tweet, we can send them a direct message on Twitter or on Instagram, and we can converse with businesses regularly. And it happens. So I do lots of demos at workshop, and I've tagged Edinburgh Gin in a message and they've replied immediately. I've tagged Lovely Marketing from Lidl and they've come and they've liked my post. Good brands know that marketing is now two-way and they communicate. So because of social media, we have to personify our brand. And also, it's a really, really busy world. So estimated in an internet minute, there are 87,500 people tweeting, 188 million emails are sent, 3.8 million Google searches, 1 million logins to Facebook, 18 million text messages sent, all in a minute. So it's a really, really noisy place. So you need to enable our brand so that people can get to know us. Again, academic studies have proven that people are more likely to buy from people that they like. Likeability matters. So how will you get consumers to like your business? And it's through personifying your brand. It's the brand personification that makes you relatable. So that would be, for example, if you value organic, and then we have that in common, that makes you relatable to me as a business to a consumer. If you value work-life balance and holiday time, then that makes, if you talk about that in your marketing messages and your email or your posts, that I value that, right? I'm big in for that, so that would make you relatable to me. What's very, very important in marketing is memorability, being able to remember. And you find people say things like, do you want to go and have a Costa? It's actually a cup of coffee, but people say say to one another, do you want to have a Costa? We'll Google it, and you saw that in the video. And that's because of repetitiveness, and obviously, of course, right, they've got deep pockets, but they stick very clearly to the one clear, easy to remember name. It's hard work to build that amount of memorability, so when you've got multiple names, you've got to work even harder to get into someone's memory bank. The relatability and memorability increases customer loyalty, and it allows you to be able to chat to your customers. Hopefully, I'm hoping that this will come from the exercise that we do later. When you develop your brand personality, it should inform the things that you should talk about. Are we an environmental business? Should we talk about that? Are we a risk-taking business? Should we talk about that? Are we an out-and-out Scottish business? Should we behave as if we're Scottish? Quiz. Think of a fizzy drinks brand that behaves as if it's really Scottish. Iron Brew, right? Don't they? Like, so that makes them relatable. If you don't have to be Scottish, but if you love Scotland, you're an expat, or you're Scottish and you're really proud of your nationality, the way they behave, obviously the way they behave really winds some people up and offends them, right? But they've decided they don't care about that. But lots of people love them because of their Scottishness, and that makes them relatable. So it allows you to understand what kind of visuals you should share. Should there be certain colour schemes? Should there be activities and events that your business should promote and talk about? And what other brands would your brand associate with? And that allows you to help to develop a brand personality. Also helps you to engage with your audience and reach a wider audience. Is there anything there that doesn't make sense? Please be honest. I don't. No? Right, okay. So if we can relate to someone and we have something in common, let's take the polar opposite of the weird mum, but the really fun chatty one, who's my friend and I really like her, right? So when we really like brands or people or fall in love with them, we're more likely to leave reviews about that business. We're more likely to tag the business in social media and show off to our friends that we're at the Hideaway experience, or we're at the Lennox farm, or wherever it might be. We're more likely to tell people because we love it. We love that brand. We love how it makes us feel. We're more likely to buy wear merchandise if that's appropriate. We're more likely to come back. We're more likely then to trust. Who mentioned trust? That we were trusted. Somebody said earlier, but because people chose it, we're a bit curious, they trust us, right? If we trust that brand for one product or service, right? So maybe that's the caravan. We're more likely then to go back and say, well, if they do a good caravan holiday, I bet the glamping's just amazing. Let's go and try it, right? I don't need to think about that too much because I already trust the brand. And that's where people start to exclude competition, and maybe it's not Costa, and maybe it's go for the Starbucks. Okay. So consistency and memorability are very important in terms of branding. So that's a bit of an overview as to why we need a brand